So good evening and welcome to the African Rising channel. So today, those that were able to join me on the live, you saw me drive to the Asian market, and I also had the opportunity to also go to the African store or the African market. It was a long drive, a long ride. The network was misbehaving. But you see, I was telling you about how some of the rich people in Africa can really help in terms of helping our farmers back home. There are a lot of crops that these farmers grow that end up going bad. And in the end, we end up buying the remaining, the few that come to the market. We end up buying it super expensive and sometimes even importing to supplement it. The issue that happens is that our currencies keep depreciating because food is everything. No matter the difficulties you're going through. And there's a saying, no matter your problem, stop and eat. So people eat. And it's something that we can't help because we need to energize our body to go on with our work. So irrespective of whatever situation you're going through, food is something that you can't ignore or you can't do away with. And so if we have to buy food expensive, sometimes we don't even get some on the market, while some are rotting in the farms. What ought we to do? Now I know my Ghanaian folks will start chasing me because yes, at the end, there's a government that's supposed to make decisions. Yes, it is. And the government should make it possible for, even if the fact that we are practicing, is it a mixed economy? Yes, something like that, right? With the government doing its part, and then the state, yes, and then the private sector, the state sector, and then the private sector. We are practicing both a mixed kind of economy in that regard, right? Where the private companies have their sovereign way of, doing their oath and employing people, also, taking a chunk of the employable people and also paying a whole lot of salaries while the government is doing their part. And so the government is, at the end, is supposed to make the system work so that these private companies or entities will thrive. That is something that it's undisputable. We can't really say more about that. But you see, I feel like our private entities here aren't really thinking of solving problems. Most of the time, it's about a profit. And good, they need money to survive, and I know you do that. But see, out here in the Western world, these private entities come together. Mostly is an agglomeration of a whole lot of wealthy people. And then they start something to solve a problem, that first. And sometimes, or even most of the time, the beginning, they end up suffering losses. But as long as they are solving a problem, and sometimes these things start becoming profitable in 10 years, 15 years, and sometimes even their children and their great-grandchildren that end up reaping the benefit. But as long as they are solving a societal problem, these private entities don't mind, right? They don't mind. They want to solve a problem, and that is mostly what they are in here for. What am I driving at? We have rich people on the continent. If you go to South Africa, there are a lot of them. And South Africa, I don't really need to hate them a lot because they are okay. I would say they are okay. Most of the time, they are okay. But come to a place like Nigeria, come to a place like Ghana. we are trying our best, but I feel like there's a lot that we can do. So I traveled to the Volta region of Ghana when I was in Ghana 2 years ago, right? And while going, I saw vast land. Most of them had not been cultivated. It was just plain land, vast. The part that had been cultivated, I think it was mangoes that had been planted most of the time that I saw in cashew. I didn't see cocoa. But you could see these were arable lands, arable farms. Apart from the part that people were like building factories and houses, there are still a whole lot of forests, vast forests that are farmers. In fact, these Kwame Despite and co, right? I'm not on their case, but I feel like there's a lot that they can do apart from selling this way and ice water, right? Apart from selling this way and ice water, I feel like there's a whole lot that they can do. These guys can do, like really, like a whole lot. I'm not kidding, no jokes. See, the farmers market that I went, it's a group of wealthy people that have opened this one, right? And they have branches. Like if you come to Wilmington, there's one, Newark, Newcastle, like there are a whole lot of them. And if you go there, what they do is, I don't know the connection they have with the farmers, right? And mostly it's America. So these farmers might even have a lawyer or representative or an agency that's like an intermediary, right? That they end up bringing the produce straight to to the store, one or the other. Or maybe these people go straight to the farm, buy, bring it to the store, and the place is cold. So I don't think they even need to specially refrigerate it. But even if they have to, they have these reefer trucks, right? I think that's how they call it, like refrigerated trucks or something. So they call it reefer trucks, right? Where these foods were in transport, because some of them have to be transported overnight, and they get refrigerated so they don't go bad. And even when they are in the store, some of them can stay there for about a week. And within a week, the way people buy here in America, I think if we had a system like that, people will still buy it as long as it is cheap and affordable. People don't mind coming there every day to buy fresh stuff, right? So these wealthy guys can put together, establish a place like that, like farmers market, where we buy raw produce, like the original produce, fresh. Get these farmers a market, direct market. Let them know that the moment it is done, you are buying it from their hands. Come on. People wouldn't even harvest their crops before they start growing new ones, right? But as long as the person thinks, even if I harvest, it's just my local people that I'll sell some to, and even the market women that will come with their trucks to even come and buy and go and sell on the market, they end up cheating us because they also have to think about their own transport cost and all, and also petty trading. So they have to increase the profits exponentially so that they can also make something and come back in. That's why we end up buying these crops, because Africa, where we grow food, I don't know why we are still buying food like expensive as it is. Forgive my lips. Is the Harmattan. That's what I'm looking at, right? The Harmattan has divided my lips like how Moses parted the sea. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm putting up with it. So the bottom line is, I went there, I saw how things are arranged, crops, like you can get avocado, you can get chili pepper, you can get cucumber, aubergine, like name it, it's there. And then come to the meat section, where the farmers also just kill the animals and butcher the animals, bring the fresh meat there. And I don't think they stay there for about a week, because when you see even the expiry dates and all, yeah, they are fresh coming in. But it takes a whole lot of wealth for people to put together to establish some of these things, because preserving them, getting those cold places and those things. And please, Ghana, we can do this. We have worthy people to put together, put money. You see, that individualistic nature is what is killing us. These rich guys can put money together, establish something like that, put one in all the capital cities: Tamale, Takoradi, Kumasi, Accra. Accra should get about 4 of these, right? And I know someone will say, oh, okay, it's not easy to transport yourself to go to some of these places. Come on, if you can afford to go to your local market there to buy food, expensive as it is, every day, people go to market most of the time every day. Why don't you spend like maybe one day or two days, go to where these things are, buy, come and refrigerate it, because I think in Accra, most people have refrigerators, right? And you end up saving the extra money that you pay on these expensive crops for the transport fare or buying food in your car. Because I know some rich people. When I was in Tema, I remember when I was going to Kumasi, the people that put food on crops, fresh crops on the road, like from Kumasi to Accra, I end up filling my boot, take it to my mother in Kumasi. When I'm coming back, I fill my boot, bring it to Accra. Like, and you realize it was so profitable doing that rather than going to the Tema Community One Market every time, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Bring those people on the road, buy their crops and put it in a big farmers market, something like that, in Accra. Within a week, these crops will finish, as long as it's cheaper. Well, I know someone will say, oh, then you're going to kill our women, the petty traders, you are going to kill their business. No. You see, we're not going to kill their business. They'll find something else to do. Yeah, I know it's going to sound funny, but they will really find something else to do. These women are geniuses. They are geniuses. They'll find something to do. So please leave me alone. Our women, I know you are geniuses. You found something to do, but we need to save our countries. So rich people, I'm going to join you guys very soon. But as long as I haven't joined you yet, do it. Put money together and do it, please. I beg you. Once again, my name is Ben Carson. This is African Rising Channel. We talk about everything Africa to make sure that the continent is boom, 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 boom. If this is the first time you're joining me, please subscribe to the channel. I want to hit 5K by the end of the year. And it's November. We only have December. Please. I'll see you when I see you.